This is 13 July 2018. I'm in a crawl space of 932. Not quite sure of the street address, but I'll put that on the report. In Stonehenge. And I'm here for a mold inspection. People had noticed an odor down here. This is a crawl space. That's what it smells like. Those tendrils on the insulation sometimes indicate moisture, but in this case they don't. They're all dry as a bone. Oh. If they weren't, you'd see glistening drops of moisture up there. I believe this structure is about 46 years old. And this is pretty typical for a house of its age. It does have foundation vents. The owner has good plastic down here, a vapor barrier. There's a power vent system installed. You can hear it running. On a day like this, it's 94 degrees out and about, I think, 55% relative humidity. On a day like this with no wind, it's hard to ventilate these crawl spaces, so this makes up for it. That's a constant sweeping of this crawl space with a power system. So there is no indication of any condensation down here, no moisture either coming in or already in here or coming up around gaps in the vapor barrier. And if you can pick up the focus, this is a humidistat. Right now, with outside air about 94 degrees and relative humidity outside about 55, I believe. Down here it's 68 degrees. It's hard to read, but it is. And the relative humidity is 66 degrees, 66%. So that's pretty typical. But the power system is making sure the air stays fresh down here. So look at one last thing once I get back upstairs. And the last thing is, to get to this crawl space, you have to go down through the utility, or I guess like a little utility room under the stairs. You lift up that plywood and go down, and the first thing you see is this. Now, I'm going to give it a shot. I see mold and mildew almost every day. And if it were the black mold, that would have disappeared by now. It's almost within seconds. So, I mean, that concerned me when I opened this thing up, until I realized behind that plywood, there's the old paint. I don't know if you can see it in there.
Beg pardon?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. And if you look over and down, you'll see paint spatters. So that's what that is. It's, for whatever reason, they spattered some paint down there. But everything, as far as mold and mildew, everything looks fine.